In Canada's far north, when seismic tension builds beneath central ice, only Titan prime Vanguard Titans choose elevated ground instinctively, reading the terrain the same way northern apex predators anticipate avalanches. Sentinels detect changes in pressure, critical in a region where one shift can split an entire ice valley.
Speed specialists test unstable ground, a survival behavior shared across Canada's most resilient wildlife.
The humanoid Titan is no relic of myth, but a byproduct of the same extreme forces that sculpt Canada's high Arctic.
When a apex predator rises in northern Canada, every Titan species responds.
The Alpha Titans communicate through ground resonance, a behavior shared by no known primate species in Canada's Arctic wilderness.
The Vanguard chooses interception points with uncanny precision, exploiting terrain fractures created by the serpent's earlier movements. A subglacial predator rarely surfaces unless challenged. Its emergence signals a defensive response to Titan intrusion.
Speed specialists in the Kong troop disrupt the serpent's strike trajectory, buying critical seconds for the formation.
Sentinels withstand the brunt of kinetic force, acting as living shields for the troop behind them.
Tail strikes from this species carry the destructive power of shifting glaciers, capable of reshaping entire corridors in moments. A coordinated assault unfolds, proof of primal intelligence in a battlefield governed entirely by Arctic survival. When two alpha-class primates synchronize force against a single apex predator, the balance of power in the valley shifts dramatically.
This defensive breath is a last resort behavior. Its sub-zero plume can immobilize entire herds within seconds.
When the serpent enters full combat ascent, alpha-class primates deploy their brute divisions to stabilize the battlefield's collapsing terrain. Vanguard Titans counter glacial fragmentation, acting as living anchors against seismic instability. Sentinels endure the serpent's sub-zero plume, one of the few Titan groups capable of resisting instant immobilization. Alpha Titans convert vertical momentum into compressive force, targeting vulnerable segments along the serpent's dorsal armor. Tail strikes from this species exert kinetic energy comparable to shifting glacial shelves, capable of flattening Titan lines. Mass force tactics destabilize the serpent's anchoring coils, critical in reducing its strike velocity.
Humanoid Titans intervene only when equilibrium between apex species is severely disrupted.
Sentinels act not only as protectors, but as environmental stabilizers during multi-Titan conflicts.
Alpha-class vocalization directs troop coordination across distances impervious to human perception. Brute Titans neutralize rotational force by anchoring themselves deep into permafrost layers. Humanoid Titans apply targeted leverage rather than brute strength, maximizing structural collapse along the serpent's cranial plates.
These pulses mark the serpent's critical threshold, signaling imminent withdrawal.
A precise alpha blow disrupts the serpent's balance, leaving retreat as its only remaining survival option.
The battlefield quiets, and the Titans return to the silence of the Arctic wilderness.
Vanguard Titans stabilize terrain during apex-level conflict. Sentinels counter the serpent's vertical assaults.
Alpha Titans target newly formed fissures along the creature's dorsal ridge. The Sovereign's force converts the serpent's size into a disadvantage.
A Sovereign roar overrides panic responses, restoring formation stability. Critical cranial disruption forces the serpent to retreat. The serpent's second breach marks the most dangerous phase of the confrontation.
Alpha-class Titans exploit elevation to deliver concentrated force.
A sovereign command unifies thousands of titans into a single coordinated force.
Titan physiology allows rapid thermoregulation in extreme cold conditions. Vanguard Titans act as immovable bulwarks against tectonic disturbance.
Sentinels endure sub-zero discharge, where most Titans cannot.
Alpha Titans exploit elevation to concentrate force into weak armor segments. Brute Titans neutralize the Serpent's rotational power through absolute mass control.
A sovereign call unifies the armies.
A retreating serpent becomes vulnerable due to its scale and gravitational burden. In the far north, balance survives through strength, and the Kong Legion endures. The legend continues.